Hi, my name is Larry Wheeler. I'm the Managing Director for Väderstad Sales in North America, and I'm here to talk a little bit about the Tempo L, which is going to be introduced to the full North American market in 2018. Behind me, there's the unit is 18 row, 20-inch spacing. We also have 16 row, 30-inch spacing for traditional corn. We offer this particular planter with dry fertilizer, which is unique to us a little bit from a factory fitted option. The fertilizer is also capable of doing variable rates, prescription mapping, as is the rest of the machine for seed, and it also can do it with insecticide. As long as the machine's isobus terminal, the tractor's isobus terminal is unlocked, our planter is ready to go and can deliver all those variable rates. What I wanted to do is walk you through a couple of the changes that were on the planter and the row unit for this year as an introduction. One, obviously the size. Secondly, what we've done is we've incorporated a small seed kit onto the planter, and what that allows us to do is work really effectively with seeds as small as canola. We also, though, can plant with this planter as large as kidney beans or pumpkin even. What we've done to accommodate small seeds is we've incorporated a different press wheel system and closing wheel system. And what it allows us to do is more closely follow the contours at very shallow depths. What we also are able to do is now change the angle of our closing wheels so we can accommodate different practices, whether you want the trench only very lightly covered with a bit of a concave, or you want it overfilled and have a bit of a bulge on it. You're able to adjust the wheels several times to be able to get just the kind of finish that you want on the closing wheels. We also have our conventional closing wheel system as well. This, though, will work in both shallow and conventional systems. We have 3-bushel hoppers on this particular model, and what it allows us to do on conventional corn, about 34,000 seed population, we'd get about 124 acres per fill on a 16-row system. That would allow us to go about 2-to-1 on fertilizer to seed. Our planter is also controlled, as all of our seeding equipment is, by an iPad and an iPad app, which allows you to wirelessly go around the system and go around the machine to be able to calibrate and be able to change the seed discs and make all adjustments in about 10 minutes for the whole machine. That way you can go from small seeds to larger seeds, corn to soybeans, different populations, without having to go back and forth to the cab. We were talking about the world record, which we set earlier this year, a 16-row planter planting corn, insecticide, and fertilizer. We did just under 1,300 acres in 24 hours. And we did that at 22 kilometers an hour, about 15 miles an hour. We don't expect anybody to plant at 15 miles an hour. What the object of those races is to really test the limit of the machine and what it's able to perform like at those high or on the cutting edge sort of speeds. Our statistical result from that planting was phenomenal. We got less than 1% skips, doubles. In fact, it was about 0.24%. And for a coefficient of variation, it was 24.3, which most planters would be happy with traveling at 5 or 6 miles an hour. So at 15 miles an hour was exceptional. Our depth control was plus or minus 0.5 centimeters for the whole day. A really good result. But what we encourage farmers to look at is you have to plant based on your field conditions and what you're doing. Obviously, if you're in no-till conditions, there may be differences, as well as strip till or just conventional tillage farming. What we do, though, point out is that in a conventional planter, sometimes you're under pressure. Weather, you started late due to other things, and you need to pick up the speed a little bit. None of us want to, it just happens. At 6 or 7 or 8 miles an hour, a conventional planter loses precision very quickly. You can be confident with this one that even as you pick up that speed, it will keep pace. It has its own radar system, which allows it to communicate to the electric seed meters, which can adjust instantly to varying speeds and conditions. And because of our power chute system of getting the seed to the ground, you're able to take gravity out of the equation. So even if you're on side hills, down hills, we eliminate seed bounce, and we eliminate the idea that gravity is going to impact how that seed leaves the tube. So overall, the whole system front to back was designed to be, one, exceptionally precise, but two, it can handle speeds because it was designed to. It also allows you to use our new hydraulic weight transfer, which allows you to add or decrease or increase the amount of load on each row unit.